Apparently, Ellen DeGeneres is very mean. So, from this Daily Beast article, people are finally starting to see the real Ellen DeGeneres, and it isn't pretty. There's the mask. Replacing her own crew with non union workers during the pandemic underscores how the talk show host Cherry TV persona is miles away from who she is behind closed doors. By Cassie DaCosta. America's preeminent, daytime talk show host Ellen DeGeneres has attained a somewhat unlikely arena of ubiquity in mainstream entertainment culture. But in the past year, there is evidence emerging that the tinge of mean-spiritedness that comes through in DeGeneres' interviews and segments on the Ellen DeGeneres Show are consistent with her rumored behind-the-scenes demeanor. And now it's not just Zero F's Dakota Johnson, who is coming through with tales of the daytime media queen. It's the workers. DeGeneres' comedy and sitcom career famously came to a halt in '97. Yeah, we all know about this stupid. There have been rumor mills in the comedy and TV worlds about DeGeneres' meanness for years. Late last month, a Twitter thread by comedian and podcast host Kevin T. Porter brought many out with first, second, and third-hand stories about DeGeneres' various transgressions, from refusing to make eye contact with interns to getting a waitress fired for having a chipped nail. Damn! And more. Almost none of these stories have been shared or confirmed by anyone still in the industry. But in 2014, former Ellen head writer Karen Kilgariff did share with Marc Maron that she was fired from the show after refusing to cross the picket line during the 2008 writers' strike. DeGeneres has allegedly not spoken to Kilgariff since. Earlier this year, DeGeneres came under fire for more public-facing actions after photos came out of her laughing it up at a Dallas Cowboys game with former U.S. President George Bush. Fans and critics expressed anger that the host would get chummy with the head cheerleader of the Iraq War and a vehement opponent to whatever. DeGeneres dismissed the criticism by saying that liberals and conservatives should be able to reach across the aisle to be friends. But more recently, it's become clear that DeGeneres doesn't quite extend that self-styled grace toward those who cannot escape by virtue of being the head of it. The incarcerated performing a monologue from her multi-million-dollar Beverly Hills home during the California lockdown, DeGeneres cracked that being self-isolated is like being in jail. She's one of those people who complained I'm in my house. In a timely moment of worker outcry, the latest DeGeneres PR crash has come from her very own crew, who have been replaced by a non-union outfit that is running tech for DeGeneres at home broadcasts. Crew members spoke anonymously to Variety about the poor communication and shady side dealing they've experienced. As Ellen has shifted from studio broadcast to a more intimate lockdown-friendly format, even though the union Ellen crew has the chops to do the transition to the at-home broadcast, the DeGeneres team made the decision to hire from outside and are even planning to cut pay by 60% for regular crew who have already experienced reduced hours. DeGeneres, who has a reported net worth of $330 million, makes much of performing acts of charitable giving on her own show. Yeah, we got it. So apparently she's just very, very mean. She's a big star, that Ellen. But, so I guess they just got new crew to do her in-home studio. I don't know. Ellen's probably a big mean face. Who cares? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.